Hi there! Welcome to Apple World. I know this lady of my fantasy, right? All right. So now what? Okay, so do we head out in different directions? Do we quit settling? Do we move around? Do I begin searching for homes, like quit saying other and afterward, like genuine obliterating me on this virtual entertainment? So it seems as though Cran hasn't arrived for Blueface and Jaidyn getting drawn in light of the fact that she is having personal harm in an entire breakdown over this commitment. To case you all missed, Ed the T Blueface as of late asked about getting hitched to Jaidyn, and they had the web, and HF Rosie Welchan is spreading the word, and very much we should simply say that she is still irredeemably in adoration with Blueface. Now you all know at whatever point Cran and Blueface are in the blend, it's most certainly going to be untidy. What are you talking about, like, for genuine brother? Okay. So now what? Okay. So do we head out in different directions? Do we quit settling? Okay. You all have a seat and sit. Snatch your teacups, cause being some is about show coming in hot, like genuinely. It's an endless, exciting ride with Blueface and Jaidyn right when you feel that things couldn't get any more insane. They simply refute us currently. It's a ride where it gets a bit wild, yet in the event that you're not. Speedface just asked about getting hitched place to Jaidyn, and she expressed yes, obviously, duh. And they're formally connected, yet fans are not ready for this marriage, and we can all see it coming far in advance since it's an enormous, legendary circumstance, really taking shape. Yet what's much more bizarre is the manner by which rapidly this commitment happened. It seems like only a few days ago they were fighting on Twitter on the grounds that Blueface traveled to Baltimore to see Chrisean and their child. Obviously this caused Jaidyn to feel the sort of way, and she went on a rant on Twitter getting down on Blueface, and declaring that she was finished with him. She likewise called him a lowlife faff. They're saying a service station is insane, a miscreant. What's more, shooting a music video or in the studio for the sake of entertainment is unique. However, you all go off. I know you all need the clout. She likewise reported her exit from his mark, saying she's sorry to every one of the fans. I'm not with Mill Music any longer. I don't excuse harassing, and anything on his page is, as of now, not my assent. Blueface then, at that point, said, I simply believe that my children should be great. These young ladies have developed as of now, and I have attempted to help individuals, and they generally turn on me. I sign both my children M. I suppose I'm the issue. He likewise said, I don't have any idea how to be dead. Father, I'm sorry I can't satisfy you folks. Awful dead assumption. However, we realize that Blueface frequently carries on, and he isn't frightened to show it. He went on to uncover that the explanation he could never settle with Jaidyn is that she didn't uphold him when he was attempting to advance into Hollywood. He said, when I initially began rapping, Jaidyn didn't uphold me or my music. That is the reason I never truly viewed her in a serious way. When I got on one day, I was on to the studio and she left. And me know I could never be Nippy or P. Diddy. It was spurring to discredit her. That is the explanation. I ain't marry her. He proceeded with, you went from a decent young lady to a normal young lady. That quick, sorry I was unable to say F my child for you. I can't completely accept that you would expect that of me, knowing the job I play in my children's life. On the off chance that any female caused me to pick either them and my children, they should K they self. Yet I've generally cheated, and I'm completely mindful of the job I played in these females' lives. I'm most certainly a contributor to the issue, yet darn, I would simply be attempting to put them on for genuine. Jaidyn then tweeted about my child, daddy, and operation. Sorry to frustrate you all. He's an egotist, a liar, and a fruitcake. So how in the world did they go from hauling each other for a foul to being involved in just 3 weeks? I mean, we realized that they had made up, yet we didn't realize that things were this significant again between them. We felt that they were simply playing with one another. So imagine how astounded we as a whole were at the point at which the recordings became a web sensation online of him asking about getting married. I know I love Jaidyn. You all know this is my fantasy. Music applause, right? Stunning. I mean, I must confess, it was pleasant that he had decent comments about her not long before he proposed. And perhaps there is an opportunity he's turning another leaf and could really begin treating Jaidyn right. Currently, don't get me wrong, it's Blueface we're discussing, and we as a whole realize his history for starting mischief. He has untidy, tatted, and composed all over him. Yet hello, I'll be hopeful and assume the best about him, that turning into a spouse could achieve a change. I mean, parenthood didn't appear to significantly affect him. However, marriage could. Who realizes right anyway? A ton of fans truly aren't becoming involved with this change story. They accept Blueface simply proposed to get back at Chrisean now. For those of you who could have missed, things have been tense between Sean and him, particularly with him compromising her while she was pregnant with Sean Jr.'s schoolyard. Take a gander in his eyes as you don't naturally suspect. You and kick you in your stomach and you be for a really long time. Like, did he took my telephone and sure I wasn't recording and absolutely no part of that, like good quick version. Right, I attempt to get up, he like make another move toward the entryway. I'm like he resembled psychopathically bizarre, like this was a major defining moment for her the second she chose to cut attaches with Blueface for good. She was intense about it and left without taking any of the cash that she had with him. Things were past harmful between them during her pregnancy to the degree that she asked him not to be around during the birth yet. Shockingly, things began to look into after she conceived an offspring, as I referenced before. He bounced on a plane to Baltimore to be with her and meet the child. She even consented to show up in his music video for what the melody named Child Mother Show. I got Child M Show issue, I my child, I should be the issue then. Was the video that prompted the dramatization among Blueface and Jaidyn, making them separate and drag each other on Twitter. By then it was like he had continued on toward Shan on the grounds that he out of nowhere begun acting right and attempting to treat her well. I mean, when everybody was hauling her for being a terrible mother and not supporting her child's head at Walmart, Blueface proclaimed some help for her colloquialism. I realize she's going through something difficult. No hood is harder than life as a parent, so I won't be hateful toward her anymore since her psychological state decides how my child's day goes. We should simply urge her to be more responsible and capable. This opportunity has arrived on Rock. We got this. I'm here. So we felt that they planned to at last make up, and he was finished with Jaidyn for good. However, at that point, that immediately changed when Chrisean began to indicate that she was continuing on with the new man. It began when she posted a screen capture of her and her man on FaceTime, saying, "Who else loves a man with sanctuaries and labels?" We, as a whole, realized that the Blueface can't stand when Chrisean hits up different men. Or, on the other hand, assuming she even talks to another man. So we anticipated that he should go crazy in a split second and be consistent with his nature. Jaidyn dropped her new tune called Barbie the day after Sean made that post. And she tossed some shade at Sean when she said, "You, a young lady, can't stroll in these heels. I'm a spouse. You would try be this, you can't keep him with a child, then you ought to have asked me. I'm toward the front line. Sigh, take the secondary lounge. I can't keep him as a child. Would it be a good idea for me? I asked me how your moving still keeps me clean. You can't pass me. I'm in the front presently. Take the secondary lounge." Currently fans accept and realize that Blueface composed that tune as a sneak diss to Sean, and that Jaidyn was just passing on his message. Yet Sean didn't openly answer, and she kept on cherishing on her new man Little Mayo, saying, "I'm a let my God down for you. I simply need to perceive how long that will last. I would be so terrified to acknowledge new, like I'd be fixated thus tenacious." She all likewise got a tattoo of her new man saying Mike Bo. O's P right where it used to say Jonathan's P, since Jonathan was Blueface's genuine name. She then called Blueface out for being a loser, saying, "I swear I'll lucky return to my Spitfire. I esto to simply keep away from others' fallen interest. Then I got a child, I'm his mother, and his father, so it resembles I sort of switched off the loving young lady in me. I need to major areas of strength for us terrible to the point that I disregarded being a honeybee that have genuine feelings now presumable. Lie, this present circumstance should have pressed the blue countenance fasteners." Big-time fans are guessing that this may be the justification for why he unexpectedly popped the question to Jaidyn, despite the fact that he over and over said he wouldn't. It got individuals believing he's simply involving Jaidyn as a method for getting back at Chrisean. I mean, it's not totally unfathomable on the grounds that he will, in general, go running back to Jaidyn and work up a show among Jaidyn and Sean at whatever point he and Graham have a run-in. We've seen this design play out so often, and it appears as though we're watching a rerun of a similar show. The unavoidable issue currently is whether Blueface will really proceed with the marriage. Numerous people out there are distrustful and accept that they probably won't make it down the walkway. Since we should confront it, Blueface is simply being Blueface.